I would have brought the nice glasses.
Actually, at the liquor store, I asked them if they had like champagne flutes. I'm like, what? No. Like, why would we have those?
Cheers.
Yeah, tap it out. Oh, oh no. I think it still works. Hopefully.
Okay.
I'm here with Michele. She's a reformer of the month. We have champagne because she was nervous, I was nervous. It's our first time doing it, so cheers.
Cheers.
So, I have a couple questions. First off, just basic things. How did you get started with CrossFit?
We moved to California in 2013, and Harry, my son, who was about 13 or 14 at the time, went down to Ethos Gym, and Corey Smith was his first coach. And I watched him for a few weeks, and I decided I would go and give it a go. And I went to Corey for personal training. I was so bad and so scared for weeks, but I kind of stuck it out on and off. I stuck it out, so that's how I got into it.
Yeah, it was funny because you were my first personal training client, and I remember Harry was in the class and you were sitting there on like one of the benches, and you just kind of were like, "Hey, do you do personal training?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So that's kind of how we got started, and kind of went from there. And the fact that you're still here and with me is means I did
Full
something
circle.
okay. What changes have you noticed?
A ton of changes for me. I have very limited shoulder mobility, and I had lots of mobility issues in the very beginning, and I was terrified of every single movement I did. But now I can do it a lot more.
Yeah. I remember you had frozen shoulder, right?
Frozen shoulder, severe frozen shoulder on both sides. So like coming in, I couldn't move here, it's slowly getting better, and I think it's probably as good as it'll get now.
Yeah, no, I mean you're in barbell club and you're able to move and stay in.
And knowing that there's certain things that I can't do makes it easier for me to just come in and kind of do the things that I like and get away.
Scale around the things that you can't do,
Yeah.
right? So, not just CrossFit, but describe your perfect day.
That's a hard question. I don't really know what my perfect day is. Probably getting up in the morning and everybody is asleep and I can have my coffee in peace, but also a huge part of a perfect day for me, as Lauren is over here in the corner, is being able to spend the time with the kids coming here and for us, the family, getting to know them. I never would have got the chance to know them this well and to see what they were like to work out with them.
Yeah,
so that is really big, and it's been fun. Yeah,
that's awesome. My whole family works out too, so I get to see them in a different light as well. What is a memorable moment that has stuck out in CrossFit?
I have a couple of memorable moments. I think the first one about me is that when I started CrossFit in the very beginning, I went to physical therapy a lot. So I used to come in and out of CrossFit, and I used to kind of take a few months off and then come back. And they would always say, "Don't go to CrossFit, it's not good for you, it's going to hurt you." But the last time I went, they said, "You make sure that you keep that CrossFit up and that you go 3 times a week." And it was kind of, yay. Yeah. So that was good for me.
It's noticeable that things are working and you're able to kind of keep things healthy.
As long as I keep consistent.
Yeah.
But the second part of that is for Shannon, which is my daughter. She was hurt last year, and she had a very bad back injury. And after about 5 months of physical therapy, I spoke with Eric and asked, could she come here and could she work out? And she couldn't do very much when she came here. But I think the confidence she gained and the coaching that she gained and the support she gained from this club has been fantastic. This gym has been really, really good for her. And now she's back to handstand push-ups and not quite where she was, but she's really, really fantastic.
Yeah. I remember one of her first days having like a bar set up for her to do squats and like holding onto a bar, and now full everything.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, so
and her goal now this year is to do a competition before the end of 2019.
Nice.
And we never thought we would see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Her and Colby can do it.
Yeah. Colby's too competitive.
Maybe. So Shannon's benefited. How has your family as a whole benefited?
I think they all have. I think that they've learned from this community. I think they've learned that everybody has to work hard regardless of the age, and that nobody gives up, and you just keep going. Yeah. So I think I think they were very lucky to have the community of CrossFit.
Awesome.
I can see it. Yeah.
I have one more question. I didn't ask you this one before.
Okay.
If you could go back in time to before you started, what would you tell yourself?
I would say, don't be so frightened. Don't give yourself a chance. You don't have to compete with everybody else. And to be more consistent. Consistency was probably my biggest fault I have to say.
Just keep going.
Just keep
showing
going.
up.
But coming in that door, I was so terrified every single time coming in that door. And even when I was doing the personal training with you, I was terrified. But now
I was
love
terrible then at training people.
You weren't doing it. I love doing it now. I love the people that I meet here. I love the 7 o'clock crew that we work out with. I just really like it.
Yeah, it's a good crew.
So I hope to keep it up forever.
Yeah, lifelong, right?
Yeah.
Even with the life alert hanging around the neck.
Even if my life alert. Yes.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
Former of the month.
Yay, thank you.
Nice. Yep.
Cheers.